Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've recorded, and I do apologize for that. Just that I just get distracted with things, and I postponed, and I said I'm going to do it at this time and then at that time, but I never do. But instead of making excuses, let me just make this part for you guys. Now, this is the second part of what if Vegeta and Naruto trained. What if Goku and Vegeta trained Naruto? My bad. Now, basically a recap of what happened in the last part, a short little recap. But if if this recap is not enough for you, just go to watch the last part. But basically, Naruto, he was getting beat up by the villagers on his birthday, so the beating was worse than usual. But something strange happened. While Hiruzen was rushing over to save him, Naruto's chakra mixed with Ashura's and Kurama's, creating this potent chakra explosion. And what Naruto then realized was that his parents were actually Saiyans. Well, one of his parents, his dad at least. So his dad was a Saiyan, and Kurama told him that. So yeah, that's why he got the yellow hair. But he gets sent to another universe, the Dragon Ball universe, where time moves a lot faster there. So a year Dragon Ball universe is a day or two here in the Naruto universe, and in the time chamber it's even shorter. So just imagine how much time he would save, like just being gone for like a month. Like I know it's kind of crazy, but Naruto is going to have this new crazy form, and maybe he might, maybe, or maybe not. He might destroy the village. I don't know. That's up for the future media to decide. But just know that he's not going to really like the village because of how they've treated him. And how the Hokage barely did much to stop the treatment. So, he would feel betrayed. So, he probably want to stay in the Dragon Ball universe. And if not stay there, go back to his universe and conquer it, or just get his revenge, and maybe he'll solve his problems. But let's actually get into this part. So yeah, now Naruto, we're in a time skip from the 4-year-old Naruto that he was. If he wasn't 4, he was probably 6 or 7. I really don't remember the age, but we're just gonna age him up to 13, and it's been years. He doesn't look like your average 13-year-old. Like, he looks super buff. Like, if you guys know that, like, buff 9-year-old kid on that old TV show, he's even buffer than that. Like, yeah, like, just super buff. Like, something like Goku. But smaller, like, as a 13-year-old. He's around the same height as Goku, since he's eating good, and he got them good genes from being a Saiyan, having Otsutsuki in his blood, Uzumaki, a demon fox. It really helps with your growth, physically, mentally, it really does help. Now, Naruto, he's developed this new form which combines Ultra Ego, which, if you didn't read the manga, spoiler alert, Ultra Ego allows for Vegeta, when he's more weakened, basically like Metal Bat from One Punch Man, the more damage he takes, the more stronger he gets. Like, so if you watch One Punch Man, in that Garo scene versus Metal Bat, maybe I'll do a Psyche or a One Punch Man. Well, I already did a One Punch Man, what if, but maybe another one. But if you've seen that scene where Metal Bat was taking more and more damage. He was getting stronger and faster, and nearly killed Garo before his sister came in. That's, basically what Ultra Ego does. It just makes him, the more damage he takes, accumulates into strength, making him stronger. So it's not really that good of a form, but it is useful, and it does make you stronger. So, and Ultra Ego, we all know what that does. I mean, I said Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct, but yeah. Now that form is a combination of the two, and I don't have a photo because none of my friends would know how to draw that, and I don't know how to draw. So yeah, just use your imagination, like a whitish purple hair on our toe, and a gi, the turtle hermit gi. Just please, I'm sorry, I don't have an image, but yeah. Now I want to call that the form, heavenly ascension of instinct and ego. But that's a long name. So just heavenly ascension, or just heavenly ascension, and it combines the two powers, positives, and removes their negatives. So Naruto can feel emotions when using Ultra Instinct, and he doesn't have to accumulate damage to get stronger. And if he does accumulate damage, he will still get stronger, of course. But over time, he will get stronger with Ultra Ego. So, yeah, that's going to be his new form. Heavenly Ascension of Ultra Instinct, or Instinct and Ego. Now, Naruto's 13 years old, so he's supposed to be going back to his planet. And he's about 6 feet, so he's taller than both Goku and Vegeta, actually. But as he's saying his goodbyes, he feels this strange power come in. Turns around, it's the Grand Priest and Zeno. And Zeno just coming in like, "Hey Naruto, how are you doing, man? It's been a while. You wanna play?" And I was just like, "Unfortunately, Zeno, I gotta go back home, you know." And Zeno was like, well, at least I got future Zeno to play with me. When will you be coming back? I don't know, Zeno. Maybe in I really don't know, actually. I mean, I know I'm not gonna die there full of weaklings, but I'm not really too sure. Maybe in a couple days, years? I really don't know. And Zeno's like, "Well, do you have any final wishes you want to make?" And Zeno's like, not Zeno, Naruto's like, "Please make me back to the age I was before I got transported to this world." Be a little bit suspicious I was 13 when I was getting beat up at 9 years old, you know? And Zeno's like, "Yeah, that would be a little bit weird. You know, would it make sense for you to age up 9 years and 9 days, you know?" "Well, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. If you come back, come visit." "Alright, Zeno." As Naruto then shrinks down, he's still shredded, of course, but he shrinks down into this smaller kid version of him. And he doesn't look at all like how he used to. He has a scar on his chin from battles with non-canon characters from Dragon Ball superheroes. I won't name them because they're not canon, so they don't matter. But, when was able to get this upon him, give him a scar on the cheek. No, not cheek, chin. So he looks kind of like Danzo, but he still has an eye. He still has both of them, actually, is what I meant to say. Because Danzo still has an eye. But you know what I mean. Anyways, Naruto then just, he transports there. Now, chakra and ki, I've explained this in the last part, they're different but the same. They're very similar, but chakra is more calm. It's more unnatural in a way, let's say. Ki is the natural form. Well, chakra is like the Otsutsuki made energy. They made through the experiments um they they had on humans trying to get a power source, a personal power source other than ki. And ever since then they forgot about ki, but you didn't hear that in the last part, but they're different. Now, Naruto, he just senses, even though the chakra is very, very tiny, like I said, it's very distinct from ki. So we could tell immediately where to go. And he just uh vanishes there. I don't remember the technique that Goku, what it was called. Uh yeah, I just don't remember. I'm not gonna try. I'll see later on what he just goes and teleports home. Now, where he teleports is to the Hokage's office, and he's still wearing his turtle gi. I gotta get Naruto. I gotta change this thumbnail to Naruto no gi, the eternal hermit gi. So because how you gonna know? You can't really envision as much unless you know what the eternal hermit gi looks like. But it's a 4-year-old Naruto and a eternal hermit gi, kind of like what Goku looked like. He has a yellow tail because of his hair, and he's not permanently in Super Saiyan, but he just goes into Super Saiyan. Well, no, he doesn't go into Super Saiyan. I promised in the last video that he's gonna permanently be in Super Saiyan, but I'm changing that. That doesn't make sense. Why would he need to be permanently in Super Saiyan? He doesn't even need to use Kaioken on these tools. Maybe on Guy, but he probably need to just use Kaioken times 2 and he'll be fine. Like actual techniques, actual forms, the heavily incessant form, probably overkill. So I'm gonna have to, make some characters stronger than canon to give Naruto a challenge and make it a good fight. Because I mean, we do love it when the good guy wins, but not when it's just an overkill type of fight. That's a bit. That's not a bit. That's very boring. So I'm gonna make some characters stronger than canon. So yeah, and there's gonna be some guys from the Dragon Ball universe that are gonna interfere. So Naruto actually has some good fun fights. Cause like I said, no one wants to just that's just boring. But Naruto, he appears right in front of the Hokage and his turtle hermit key. And the Hokage's like, wait, are you? And Naruto's like, yes, I am Naruto. My bad, guys, but Naruto's like, I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Saiyan. Just call me Naruto. And Hiruzen goes to hug him, but Naruto just instant transmission. That's the name of the form. I just remember it. He instant transmissions to one of the Ambu and just pushes his legs off of the roof. I kind of envision Gravity Guy, that game where he switches gravity planes so he goes upside down. Envision Naruto on the roof of the roof. The roof of the room, the top part, pushing his legs down off of the Ambu into the Hokage's chair. And that's basically what Naruto just did. I know that's kind of weird to explain, but I tried. And Naruto's like, not today, old man. I haven't seen you in such a long time. I don't think I want to hug you right now. And It was like, uh, it's only been 9 days since you disappeared. I mean, that is a bit of a long time, but it's not that bad, you know. Uh, where's your smile? Well, he doesn't say that. He thinks that. But Naruto's just like, well, they kicked me out of the orphanage, so. Oh, were the guys that punished me? Were the guys that beat me to near death punished, or. And Horizon just looks away and says, uh, well, unfortunately. Sorry, guys, but. He says, unfortunately, we, had to let them go. Since there was kind of no proof. And Naruto just bangs his hand on the table, breaking it. Proof? You want proof, Hiruzen? You needed proof? That blood on that wall, the forest, wasn't proof? You're useless. Useless! And Hiruzen's like, Naruto, I'm sorry, but don't talk to me. Just don't. Not right now, okay? Just leave me alone. Just go and chill. Get me an apartment. I'm tired of living on the streets. Even though he hasn't lived on the streets in like 9 years. And the reason's like, sorry. Sure. Sorry, Naruto. I was just like, don't lie to me. I know you guys didn't try. Naruto. As Naruto then walks away. But before he walks away, he's like, aren't you going to show me where my new room is? You're not going to leave me on the streets again, are you? Alright, and then Haru's like, oh yeah, my bad. And we're just going to skip to Naruto chilling in his apartment, bringing things from the inner universe that he forgot to bring. So, you know, he he saw him a bit sooner than expected. So yeah. And Senna was happy to see him, though it has been a couple years in their time. It's been a day or two for Naruto, so Naruto was just like, hey Zeno, I know it's been a year or two since I've seen you, but how you doing, man? And then it's like, yeah, I've been doing fine. Need help with those things? And I was like, nah, I think I'm good. I don't know what that is, guys, but then it's like, nah, I think I'm good. I'm not Zeno. Naruto thinks that. Well, he says it. He doesn't think it. And then it was like, okay, just call me when you need me. Or the Grand Priest, I guess. But you know what I mean. And I was like, yeah, I think I do, And I get it's at kind of shitty heart, but I'm fine. But seriously though, you want to go out, chill, go out to town, as they say, or something? You know, since I'm gonna be here for a while, maybe a couple of days, then I'm gonna go back. And then I was like, yeah, sure. Let's just go to Universe 7, get some ramen, and I'll send you off. And I was like, no, don't worry, I'll miss you too. But like, how it is, I gotta keep up this facade until I get enough political power to take over. I don't want to just overwhelm them with pure power. It's not that fun. They're weak. I want them to know they had the chance as I strip every single clothing, dime, food, water from them. Single piece, single liter, every single pound. And I want to do it in a manner that's not known in that world. Not known too well, anyways. I'm gonna do it in a political manner. Just so I can say that it was all business. And then I'll take over the world by force if there's any, and I mean any, rebelling powers. And then I was like, yeah, I don't even know what half of the words you just said meant, but yeah, let's just go on town, I guess. And I was like, you really are God? And you don't even understand what rebelling means? Or anything? And I was like, well, I'm only a couple thousand years old. Yeah, my point. You're a couple thousand years old. Zeno, you should probably understand what all the words I just said meant. But whatever. Let's just go get some ramen before you kill me. Yeah, I'd probably just destroy you if you keep on pissing me off. Yeah. Weird. So, you'll have a bowl of miso ramen and I'll have some, uzumaki fish cakes, huh? And the ramen shop is like, oh yeah. Oh, it's you, Naruto. You're a lot younger than you were before. And I was like, yeah, I just went back home. I had the de-age and it's just confusing. Just, give me my ramen, chat. I'm out in the town with Zeno right now. We just came for some food. You know how it is. And the ramen owner is like, oh. Not the ramen owner. The ramen stand owner is like, oh. Well, miso ramen and a bowl of uzumaki fish cakes with your ramen? And I was like, yeah, of course. Oh, add a little bit of hot sauce on there. Maybe some jalapenos, anything to spice it up. I don't like that plain food. Can't stand it. Want some hot sauce on yours, Zeno? And then I was like, well, I can't really consume food. I can taste it, but I don't need to consume it as I'm kind of like a deity that doesn't need to eat. But it is fun to eat, so nah, I'm good. Actually, yeah, a little bit. Not too much though. If you put too much, I'll just show the universe. Okay, Zeno. No pressure. Not only Naruto, there's no pressure. Me, just a regular old ramen store serving a deity and a guy who's basically a deity, I could destroy my universe in a second. No pressure. It's fine. Just hurry up. I can't stop him if he actually does decide to kill us all. As the ramen stand guy goes inside to go and get some ramen. And Naruto and Zeno just chat a little bit about, the times and how it's been over the past 2 years. It's been for Naruto the past 2 days. And, they just chat a little bit until the ramen comes. They eat it. Naruto and Zeno just slurp it up basically in like a second. Ask for a couple more bowls until, well, not really. Like, after like 40 bowls for Naruto, like 20 for Zeno because he doesn't need to eat, so. And he had more fun watching Naruto slurp down the ramen than eating himself, so. He stopped after 20 bowls, which he thought was a good number. Good rounded number. It's not to say. 20. Whatever. But they go on to continue moving Naruto's stuff to the wormhole. And Naruto says his final goodbyes to the Sea Fighters, Goku, Vegeta. and most importantly, Zeno, who was his friend. They grew up together, basically. Both were immature, but they kind of understand each other in a way. They were both godly beings. Both were, they weren't treated with enough respect at first sight. They kind of understood each other, kind of connected in that way. That's why they were best friends. But Naruto had to leave again, so sad times. And the Z fighters weren't getting any younger, so he knew he had to hurry up a little bit. But he knew by the time his plan was done, the Z fighters would probably be dead. And it is how it is, he guesses, but who knows? Maybe even their universe would be destroyed. It would As he sheds a tear before he walks into the portal, says one last goodbye to Zeno, and finally walks in to his apartment, breathing an air full of blood and metal. He sighs as he walks home. Well, he already is home, but he sighs as he's placed out the boxes. The final 2 boxes. As he thinks to himself, it's gonna be a long while, isn't it? Now we're just gonna time skip to Naruto being 13, and he's in his exams. Now he's become the idiot, since he thought that would be the best role, because nobody would expect the idiot to do anything unless the idiot had dumb luck like Naruto did like Naruto does in the original canon. So he decided to act like the idiot to continue his cover, and he finally graduated. As well, he didn't really graduate. He had to continue to still act like the idiot, even right up until his graduation. And just like in canon, he stole the scroll. He found out the shadow clone uses, but he immediately knew its worth. He knew it could allow people to collect their memories. He immediately knew its worth. After he made a shadow clone, dispelled it, and they immediately got his memories. Because his chakra control, well, he has ki control, and his chakra control are pretty good. So he's able to limit the amount of clones he can make, and yeah, he's able to limit the amount of chakra he needs to use to make those clones, and the amount of ki he needs to use. So he made ki clones as well, which is just way better, since he has a lot more ki than chakra. And plus, it doesn't require any hand signs, so it's very unexpected. And he realizes that even from the ki clones, he gets the memories, so he can mix it up a little bit. Ki clones and chakra. So he got an OP. So he decided to use his clones, his newfound technique, one of his favorites now, to study the entire thing. And if they couldn't study it, just copy it down for the clones to study at a later time, because he knew there were a bunch of other goodies in there that could be of use to him. Even though the techniques he has right now are very strong, he wasn't going to pass on any other techniques. No. He saw the potential in every single technique, whether it was E class or S. He saw the potential in the weaknesses, and he knew how to fix those weaknesses, destroy them, in a more accurate term. So, yeah. But unlike in canon, when he was up against Mizuki, he caught the shuriken, destroyed it, made 2 clones, and they snuck into Iruka's pouch, took out the kunais, and killed Iruka and Mizuki. Because Naruto didn't like how Iruka treated him at first. He treated him as a demon until like a bit later when Iruka got nice, but Naruto will never forget the times that Iruka nearly tried to kill him. So he decided to end it for Iruka and his pitiful existence on this world, as he will do to all the other bugs. And he decided to kill Mizuki to leave no evidence. Because he didn't care for Mizuki. Mizuki didn't like him, but Mizuki didn't go try to outright attack him. As much as Iruka did, at least. So, he would have maimed Mizuki, to maybe paralyzation. But then Mizuki would have seen too much, would have knew too much. He would have called Naruto a traitor and turned it on him. So, Naruto had to kill to make sure that wouldn't happen. And plus, well, it would make sense for Mizuki to be alive and Naruto to be alive. It would make Naruto look like a traitor, which he was, kind of. But, he wanted to seem like he was still loyal. So, he would make it look like both Iruka and Mizuki killed each other in a deadly battle. And Naruto was just there in fear. And, well, that's it for this part. I know that's a weird part to end on. But Naruto in this part, well, he's kind of... You see where the Vegeta personality comes in. He's kind of cunning. And he has a foxy style. But, yeah. I'm a little bit sick right now, so you probably hear a lot of sniffles, but that's why I'm not going to continue. But, yeah. I just wanted to make this part because I really, really want you guys to have some type of entertainment from me. And plus, I won't be able to record too much next week because I have testing. So, yeah. And if I do upload, it's probably because I have some free time. So, yeah. But I'll see you guys in the next part of some other series. Maybe I might create a new one. Who knows? Peace.